tracks have you made? A lot. All these stuffs, like little things here. Oh, there's also J-pop in there. Hyperactive is still heavy shit. OMG. I think that's also fun. Oh yeah, the heavy shit is quite cool.
Help us shatter them, Spirit Breaker.
Stuff like that, or what else? Do I have some more experimental things? I've got so many unfinished things. The Flume, whatever that is, let's take a look. Oh, I think I know what that is. This is actually longer. Yeah, this has to be finished still. We worked on that during a stream already. It's that thing. No, these songs are not on my SoundCloud, only in private. There are secret links sometimes on my Twitter to those songs, so follow me on Twitter if you occasionally want to be updated with weird stuff. Oh, I also have this. This is also... this is so old already. Sometimes it's like, I don't want to even work on that anymore, but I should, because this is this. Yeah, if somebody wanted me to remake that sound, I just had to check. Someone asked me how I made the lead in that song. That would be a quick thing to show, because I think I just used two massives. Yeah, keyboard is connected, beautiful. And I think it's just actually just one square wave that is just... monophonic, maybe we can give it a little glide and reverb. And the other is, like, it's a layer of two sounds. The other layer is just a stack of saws that is very detuned, or not very detuned, a little detuned. I think it was pretty much something like that. And stereo widening, reverb. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Layering the one undetuned basic square lead with detuned saw, and then there you go. That's how easy layering is. When it comes to lead sounds, just stack them on top of each other. Always works. If you could grab one item and be stranded on an island, what would that be? I don't want to be boring, it'd probably be my laptop. Or if electronic devices would be crossed from the list. Ha! Yeah, what will it be? It's hard. Let me think a little. And look around. I think it would be a bag of Doritos or something. Or a really, really huge book that I've always wanted to read, but books are boring for this question. I can't find anything in my room that I'd rather take with me. I know what. Yeah, I know exactly what I'd take with me. This guy. Bada. How do you make pitch modulated leads? Just do the pitch mod with an envelope here. Just drag the envelope to the pitch, then put them all, possibly the best thing is put them all on the same number, like plus 12 or minus 12, and then they go, and then just make a nice automation. Or like this. Kind of cool to have this attack here. What I like to do is also using this as a one-time LFO, sort of, because there is this one-shot option here. As you see, it just does. Just plays this wave once, and now what we can do is make this really short, and then we have. Oh wait, I gotta turn off the glide, I think. Then we got the chiptune plucky sound. Who was the black guy who came in your room a minute ago for a few seconds? Yeah, you think you can scam me with that? You can't. Can you remake show us the lead of your sample pack? Dem chords. Most of the sample pack things are very post-processed. The growl somebody wanted me to talk about earlier, the whoop sound, the double growl, I think was the name of the sound, is also from one of my projects that I worked on in one of my tutorials on YouTube. So that is actually from a project in there. What did you want to know? Dem chords in the loops. Okay. Okay, which one is it? In F? Yeah, this is pretty much like this. But then, like the detuned source, but not that detuned. Also here, not that detuned. And then sometimes there's some vibrato coming on this to make it sound more interesting. So. And the pitch mod, the little glide things here, of course, with pitch bend. Oh, you can't see the keyboard that good. I'm just gonna move the camera a little bit. What can it see now? Oh, a beautiful view. Let me turn it down further. This looks good. There's some latency on the keyboard though, like because I have the buffer size of the interface turned up quite a lot to prevent glitches. I remade your massive chiptune plug in Harmor a while ago. Oh cool, yeah, I guess and that's easy to copy in Harmor, of course. How do you make your bass and electro house bass drops sound fatter with more energy? If you want fatter and more energy, distort, put some general distortion on them, like not too much, but a little, like maybe with a multi-band distortion, like FabFilter Saturn or Homicide, so you don't distort the absolute low end, but more of the top end. That's how you can get them more energetic, maybe. The double growl sample is from one of my studio times. The one where I talk about arranging a drop. The latency makes playing impossible. Oh. Can you show us some stuff in Harmor, maybe even growls? I don't know how to do good growls in Harmor, except for importing wave files like speech and then just doing the resample thing, but that's too easy. How do you create melodies and chord progressions? Do you use any special techniques for it? I mostly just jam around with, like, I have Massive open or something with a simple sound. Maybe this one isn't as useful, but like a chord sound like this, or I need pluck or something. Let me turn this up. And then I just improvise till I come up with the chords or something. That's how I came up with the chords for the Idols mashup. I think those were... Yes. Do your fellow students look up to you as a producer? We look up to each other. Everyone looks up to everyone, because everyone knows something that you don't know. Isn't that a nice sentence? Can I hook you up with a collab with Varian? I'm friends with his manager. Why not? That'd be cool. But I got so much to do at the moment, so many projects I'm working on, and I really got to finish my EP before I'm doing any more collaborations. Otherwise I won't find any more time. Why everything you do sounds awesome and when I do sounds like crap? Then you have to find more self-consciousness. You gotta love yourself more. And the stuff you do. I bet what you do doesn't sound like crap. Like if you do the exact same thing like I do, if you would push this key, it wouldn't sound like crap if you did it. Just be okay with what you do. It's okay to be like critical with what you're working on. That's always healthy. But don't talk yourself down too much. Mr. Bill is very good in that. He's always, every time I'm chatting with Bill, he's like, I want to make loud bass drops, loud dubstep drops, or big room or whatever. And like, my stuff is so weak, it sounds so weak, I want to make huge bass sounds like you do. And I'm like, shut up! Your stuff is great, you have your signature sound already. Your stuff is so funky, so perfectly mixed. Why do you want to do anything else? I think it's because you always want to do or want to have what you don't. And you always want to be able to do what you can't. So I want to be able to like sound as funky and precisely mixed as Mr. Bill. He wants to sound as loud and growly as I do. So yeah, that's a back and forth there. Show us how you do your pads. Pads. Yeah, mostly, to be honest, I have some sample libraries for that and then just edit those, pitch those, put reverb and delay on those. If I were to do a pad, I would just I'd do some sine waves together with lots of reverb. actually I can show you that one. One of the sounds from, I think it's that guy here. The main chords from We're Not Alone come from this patch that I made and then later on sold in a preset pack. So what this is 3 sine waves, but when I move this knob, what happens is, because I kind of wanted to have a chord playing, like all of these have different keys. And then I kind of wanted to morph this chord into a different chord by having every note move into a different direction. Like when I move this first knob, this first oscillator goes down 4 semitones. The second oscillator goes down 5 seminotes. And the other one goes down 4 again. Yeah, why not? And then that happens again with the second knob. And the fun thing is when I turn both over, I am at my third chord, chord 1, chord 2, chord 3, and then if I turn knob 1 back up, I suddenly have this random 4th chord, and that's how I got my chord structure for We're Not Alone. Dun 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 dun. And this patch is also playing in the back sometimes in the track. So yeah, this is very, very funny. Sorry, this is just a lot of fun there, because I think I heard it in an interview with Savant or something, that he did something like that where you had a chord and the notes were gliding into different directions. I kind of wanted to do that with this. I also have reversed keyboard. This is something funny. This is something actually that I'm proud of. I don't know if I came up with that myself, or if someone told me to do that, because I don't want to do false allegations here. The fun thing about this patch is, normally, you have to see the keyboard for this. This is interesting. Normally, the keyboard is like this. It goes up in that direction, but I made a massive patch where the key tracking is reversed, and it goes down in that direction. Now the fun happens if you play things that you already know from, that you already know how to play in your head. Like, for example, I have some stuff from piano lessons. Now this is going to be very funny. I have there's this song by Bach. I'm just going to play it with this stupid sound now. Like, this is the original track. I can't play it with the latency, this is the worst. But you get the idea, this is a very, very happy, weird thing. I need a normal piano sound, but this is just all weird. And clipping. But yeah, it's a classical piece, basically. I need some normal sound. So that is basically the original track, like normal classic Bach stuff, but if you reverse that with the reverse keyboard, it suddenly sounds like this. I can't play like this. The latency is the worst, I'm sorry. But yeah, what happens sort of is, if you play a major chord it turns into a minor chord, and if you play a minor chord, it turns into a major chord. So if I were to play Mary Had a Little Lamb, wait, let me just see. It just sounds very sad suddenly, and chords that you normally thought, like when I want to play this chord, I know how to what keys to press, but if I play that chord with the reverse keyboard, sounds interesting. Why not? Why not use that one? The reverse keyboard sort of makes new melodies for yourself. You can play a lot of classical stuffs that way and extract melodies from the new reversed version and like find new interesting chords or melodies that way. Like I play this, but in the reversed version it is. That's kind of cool. Why not make that a song? Put some trap drums on this. Could be future bass. Could you do hour-long studio time based on one thing, so you get through more details and stuff? Yeah, that would be cool. I should totally do that. I need more time to do the studio times. Definitely. What is the Samuel Bailey Live used for the vocals in Dead Link? I have no idea. You have used them also in a stream? In a work in progress? Really? I don't know. I didn't notice. Sorry. I have no idea. Valentin, please make Ultraviolence detuned bass. Pretty similar to Survivor bass. I know which one you mean. I made it in an extra project and then rendered it out and then used it in the remix. But it was basically something, yeah, I don't know what I did. It was some squarey stuff with, I think I used a mixture of double notch or all pass or something. Let me try a Survivor's bass. What we basically need is a square wave and some phase modulation here. We're gonna do that with an LFO right now. Yeah, it sounds really bad still, but we can also use this filter FM here. Maybe modulate that as well. I have to remember what exactly I did. I did a lot of things. I think I even put wow filter on this in the end and all the vocodec stuff. I think I also used the band reject and stuff. And then it was quite the experimental session when I worked on that. The filter FM is giving me weird results. But I think that's sort of... Oh god, this sounds horrible, I'm sorry, but that's sort of what I started with. Yeah, maybe let's also automate this. This is moving between a sine wave and a square wave right now, so we get something like that. Maybe also use a different LFO shape, the bending one. I like using the bending one. That's better. And put a bunch of effects on that. I think that is pretty much how I got the sound. At least that's how you do the Survivor thing, or the general Terror FM whatever sound. Then try out different filters. And if you want to have it, if you want it a little bit more wide and detuned, don't use the restart via gate, use a bunch of voices, or use the chorus. This actually gets things wider. I really like using that from time to time. Or yeah, do the stereo thing. But this is not that cool yet. This could be better. This is a funny sound though. I also, what I like to do is I like to modulate the high shelf here, so it moves up and down as well. Beautiful! Can you show us some FM8 action? I'm not using FM8 that often, I'm really sorry, so I'm not that good at it. I'm just, when I open FM8, I'm like, I'll just try something out and have no idea what I'm actually doing. So yeah. Can you show us how to clean a sound with equalization? Yeah, let's do that with this guy. Why not? This is already, like, it has no equalizer on it except for this one here. And the equalizer is behind all the effects, like we have homicide, we have OTT, we have vocodecs and everything. So this is behind all the things. And I also have the spectrum activated, so most of all, the frequency range I watch out about the most is this area here. Because as you notice, this is where the mud is sitting. The stuff that makes your desk vibrate if you have a subwoofer standing on your desk or something. So we can take a bit away there, especially around 200 Hertz, because that's where the snare is hitting. We need space for that. If I had an extra sub playing, I'd also cut away everything to this point, because the sub bass would be playing in this range. So if you have an extra sub playing, it's okay if your bass sounds like this. You might think it's weak, but if you add the sub layer, it's gonna be fat again. Then maybe this is a bit harsh, though it's okay. Maybe take a little bit away here. This region is a bit harsh. But other than that, this sound seems quite okay, though the general design is not that flawless. That's better. More of a yo-yo. Maybe we can even automate the resonance here. That's kind of cool.